Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another video brought to you by HELLBRINGERStv. For those who do not know me, my name is Jinxo. I am the King of Hell here at Hellbringers, and I'm excited to say that we have done it again. We have gone to our second ever game expo, which we attended Saturday just gone. This is Monday, a couple of days later. Um, Yesterday I was very tired and very sore, so I needed to rest and recuperate, but also had some other stuff to deal with on the side. So, unfortunately, we're going to be doing this one today, but as I said, we have done it again. We attended our second ever Game Expo, which was TGX, the Game Expo 2026. We have our pass right here, which we only had the Saturday pass, which TGX went for 3 days over the weekend. It went for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We went the middle day, which is the Saturday. This little QR code on the far side here has your map in it. Um, if you needed to use that throughout the day, you can scan the QR code and it'll give you a map of the area. When you first arrive, you would go up to the entrance, or there's a desk at the front there. You walk up to it with your ticket on your phone. They scan the QR code that's on your phone and they pass you one of these, which allows you entrance into the expo hall. But alongside that little ticket, which is this, you get given one of these, which is a TGX Stamp Quest guide. Throughout the day, you go up to the different pavilions or the different booths in the expo hall, and depending on if it was counted or not, you get little stick stamps to cover each one of these little things here. I can't remember. Explore these activities around the show and be rewarded with a stamp for each. Collect 10 or more stamps and you're ready to spin the prize wheel. Which at the front of the pavilion expo hall they had a big wheel next to all weather merches and stuff like that. If you filled out any of these, or filled out 10 of these, you would have gotten a chance to win that. And then if you filled out the ones on the back, you got yourself a TGX trading card pack. Which unfortunately myself, I didn't get to do either of those because unfortunately I didn't fill out the stamp book in time. We were there from 10 a.m. till 6, but we didn't really concentrate on the gift side of things. We more so did it for the fun. But this is just an empty one that I found before I left. Um, it was going to get thrown out anyway, so they let me hold on to it. But this one was one to explain to you guys what to do. And this is my personal one right here, which as you can see, we only got two on the back there, which is try an indie video game and try an indie tabletop game. And then we also did uh, do a lap on the racing sim, which is Thermal Take, which is the one just over here. We tested our aim on the AMD booth, which we did absolutely terrible on those guys. I'm not gonna lie, I did absolutely terrible. We also voted on our indie game, which I will get into in a bit later. Um, but yeah, there had some great stuff there to get you keep you entertained throughout the day. Um, Plus all the booths and everything for all the different things that were available to have a look at. Um, it was really good. Like they really well set up. But uh, but without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us go into checking out some of the games and stuff that we saw here at the expo this time. Um, Now, TGX is a little bit smaller than PAX, so there is nowhere near as much to see. It's one section of the expo hall where the expo hall is massive. Um, and there was also enough rooms to be able to have other expos going on, which I saw that there was a couple of extra ones there. But yeah, it people wise it was massive. There was so many people going to check it out, but size wise compared to PAX, there is so much more stuff at PAX than what there is at the TGX. Not that it was disappointing. It was absolutely incredible either way, but it was just there's a lot more stuff to do at PAX as opposed to TGX. So out of both of them, if you want to go to either one of them, I recommend starting off with the smaller one because then your expectations won't be as big when you go to PAX. Whereas I started with PAX last year, as you guys probably remember through the other video that we did, and then we went to TGX. So of course my expectations were okay, this is going to be as big as PAX, kind of thing. But it is a really good time. But let us jump over here. One of the booths that we saw is friends of of the table. That is the studio itself. They have made games like Those Who Dare, which is out already. It's a tabletop game which you can choose an era, like instead of it being say like Dungeons and Dragons, how it's one set period, you can choose whatever period you want to go into. So for instance, if you want to do something around the war, you can choose that time period. If you want to do something around the Renaissance era, cybernetic era, all that kind of stuff, you can choose that specific era and play the game in that era. It was really interesting. This one is currently out at the moment, as you can see here. So, Those Who Dare, the Stone to Space Age RPG, explore multiple eras from the Stone Age to the Space Age, each with unique challenges, techniques, and societal norms. The system supports both episodic and cinematic gameplay, allowing you to create campaigns in any historical or fictional setting. 5 historical ages: Stone, Bronze, Classical, Medieval, and Sail. 3 contemporary ages: Industrial, Progressive, and Modern. 3 futuristic ages: Diamond, Space, and Zenith. Unique equipment, items, vehicles, and campaign story primers for each. So what we will do is we will show, as I said before, it is a tabletop game. You've got the deck here, streamlined action scenes, all the characters, the layout. Now, each of these items were available for purchase at TGX as well. You've got the Those Who Dare accessory bundle, which is the dice and the mat, as well as the cards. You've got the Those Who Dare action mat, which is what's underneath it. Then you've got the deck, which is just here. You got the book. Now, I was having a chat to the guys about the book. The book have some really amazing illustrations in it, and the pictures themselves have been taken from different eras and worked into that style of art, so it can be added to the book. It is really, really, really well done. So I recommend checking it out if you're interested in this sort of game. You've also got the Founders Edition, which is the PDF. But what I will do is we will quickly show you the trailer for this. We are going to turn the sound on so you guys can hear it. But I hope you guys enjoy.
Journey into a world where every choice matters. Whether you're the hero, forging your destiny, or crafting epic tales, from behind your screen. The power is in your hands. Explore ancient realms, conquer new worlds, and shape the future. Travel through time and write your own story. Join with your friends and go to when you want and where you want. Friends.
So this gentleman here, the one that you can see in that image right there with the glasses on, I had the chance of meeting this gentleman at PAX. Really nice guy. I can't remember the name, I'm terribly sorry, but he was a really nice guy. Had a great conversation about the game as well as the other one that they were talking about and just bringing out, which I will get to in a moment. But really nice guy. He's the one that actually designed, well, not designed the book or anything like that, but he's the one that made the game, essentially. He's also got other guys there who help him out with things. He did all the layout and the research and the writing for everything. And yeah, really nice guy.
And go to when you want and where you want. Are you ready to dare?
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Journey into a world.
That was the game Those Who Dared, the Stone to Space Age RPG. If you want to go check it out, all the links will be in the description below, or there is a QR code just here on the back of this card. Hopefully you guys can scan it and go check them out. Now, as I was saying, the main game that they were showing everyone at TGX is called Nothing Left But to Cry. This game is so fucking hilarious. It reminded me so much of Cards Against Humanity. It's one of those games that if you are truly an asshole, be that asshole. So, as you can see here, they're getting crowdfunding soon for it. But at this point in time, it is currently on the Kickstarter. So I'll read out what the go is with this, and then there might be a video for it. If not, we will have a look. Nothing Left But to Cry is a party card game that lets you laugh at the horrors of everyday life rather than cry until you cry. This quick 5-10 minute party game will pit your diminishing hand and coping mechanisms against a series of crises. We don't know if they were designed to break you down because we didn't invent them. They are all real life garbage that we have to put up with, so might as well get together with your friends, grab the drinks and snacks you love, and laugh until there's nothing left but to cry. As you can see, it is a tabletop game and it's based here in Melbourne. So how it works, Nothing Left But to Cry is a 5-10 minute party game recommended for 4 to 10 players. Yes, the graphic at the top says 3 to 6, but we are a little indie studio and aren't made of graphic designers. We expanded the player count because apparently there are a lot of you needing to laugh about existence. Here's an overview of how gameplay works. The crisis appears, aka housing crisis, pandemic, arsehole gets elected. That one got me. That one made me laugh because at the moment we have an asshole in office. I'm not gonna lie. And then obviously step 2, everyone plays a coping mechanism. Self-help group, ghosting. I can't see what that back card says, or this one, but you get the rough idea. Step 3, many coping mechanisms have effects like triggering other people's coping mechanisms. Go back to step 1. how to get the winner. After 5 crises, you will either have survived or have broken down and have nothing left but to cry. Do you feel like a winner? And then it goes into which one. So maybe alcoholism will make it go away this time. Housing crisis. Asshole gets elected. This happens so much they could use it to reboot Groundhog Day. Pandemic. This crisis that inspired the crisis that inspired this game. And then you've got other party games. Nothing left but to cry. The reviews. Reward tiers. Okay, so, and then Lucanus James, I believe I met him. Yeah, I believe I met Lucanus there, and then Craig Andrews I also met there. Both really nice guys. If you ever get the chance to go to TGX, or maybe you're in Melbourne and maybe even look them up on the site. Couple of really nice guys. I didn't get to meet Francesca. I don't think she was there yet on the Saturday. But yeah, I recommend checking this game out, and I'm definitely going to want them to notify me on launch, so I'm going to keep that here so I can fix that up later on. But again, if you want to check these guys out, make sure you go check them out. Their studio is called Friends of the Table, and their QR code is right here on the back. So make sure you scan that, go check them out. Alright, so the next one that we're going to check out is one that I came across. It was an artist in TGX Expo. They did a lot of their work handcrafted. Oh, excuse me. So the person that actually was at the booth was the one that designed all of it and made it all, stuff like that. They're based in Adelaide, I believe they said they were. But this person goes by the name of Burrow, or the booth itself was called BURROWS Art. So let's have a look at what they are about. So obviously there's all their, if you go to their website, which is under BURROWS Art. I'll make sure the links are in the description, because unfortunately this card is not reading with the background. I'd have to put it here and you guys won't be able to read it. But they have an email, they have a YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Etsy, all that kind of stuff. They're a content creator. Okay. I wonder if they'll do collaborations. That'll be interesting. But let's have a look at some of their stuff, shall we? So these were some of the stickers and different things that were at PAX. So they've got necromancy creatures. I think I said that right. Enamel pins, keychains, and stickers. They had a sticker there that was really tempting, but unfortunately I wasn't able to purchase it. But it was literally the "You Die" from old school video games. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, I want that. But some of the creatures that they've got here, they have the cat skull, Mothman, the wolf. There's all different creatures that they've got here. Dinosaurs, saber-toothed tiger. I didn't even know they had that. Bat, rat. I'm sure that if you had any requests, they might even do them for you. There were some enamel pins, keychains, which I did see these ones there as well. I don't think I saw these. Actually, yes, I did. Unfortunately, I didn't get any photos of the booth or anything. By the time I went back to get the photos, they were all packed up. But I recommend coming to the website here and checking out some of their stuff. It looks really, really, really nice. They have shirts, jewelry, stationery, all different things, all handmade, all hand designed, and honestly, it looked on really, really amazing. Checking it all out. Had a lovely chat with the lady that was at the booth. Unfortunately, I didn't catch her name, but you've also got the art prints here. They had two of these, one of which is based on the Cthulhu, and they had a skull looking one as well, which was pretty cool. There's some of the earrings and the brooches. They've also got bookmarks, bags. They got some pretty cool stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. So I recommend coming to check them out. Come check out BURROWS art. All the links will be available down below. As I said, unfortunately, the QR code isn't going to work. Actually, we may have got it. So that's the QR code. Oh, yeah, no, it's not going to work properly, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll make sure all the links are down in the description below. But please make sure you come in and check out BURROWS art. Some really, really cool things here, especially if you're into the horror kind of design and stuff like that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so next up we've got the very first game that I checked out while we were at TGX on Saturday. This one is called One More Trial, or One More Trail, sorry. It is a Western flat plane story rich management game. You're essentially playing as a cowboy, plotting your route through the territories that you're walking through. They're still working on it. It's currently in development stages. A lot of the stuff they told me, I can't seem to remember off the top of my head, but we do have a video here so you guys can check it out. Again, the QR code is not going to work, so we are going to have to put all the links down in the description, along with everything else here, of course, just in case they don't work. But I recommend checking this one out if you're interested in indie games. One More Trail, and let's check out the video. So the voice that you heard in that, I'm pretty sure that was the developer of the game, Darcy. Um, but let us have a look through some of the photos. As you can see, it is a flat plane. It's 2D essentially, so it's a 2D walking game. There's a lot of walking involved. You choose your path. So you get to something like this, for instance. You got any family friend? I used to be involved back in South Dakota. Not any still alive still. Can't say I do. So obviously you choose which one you want to go with, and then they'll have a conversation. You click and drag the pin to plot the course that you want to go through the territory till you get to this circle right here. So you'd go, say if you want to go through this area, you drag the pin, drop it, you then walk. Again, once you finish that part of the story, you do the same thing, grab the pin, drop it, say so on, so on, so on until you get to there. You've got 3 different speeds for the horse, so you hold down I can't remember what key. You'd have to figure it out for yourself. I am sorry. But instead of, I know it's definitely not the space bar. Usually you hit space and the character will run or something like that, or shift. It is definitely not that. And as they said in the video, you come across characters like this, and they will have a discussion with you and things like that. You've also got a herd of sheep. One of the things that they were trying to do is find out what names people were using for their sheep. I called mine Bozo. So, just to have a name to call it and try the game out. I like that image. But yeah, if you want to go check it out, all the links again will be down in the description below. Or you can look up the Rat Shed, which is the developers of the game. I had a chance to speak with Darcy. I didn't catch the other guy's name that was there, but really nice guys working on this game. And mind you, a lot of these games are being developed by people who are in school. So they're doing their thing while studying. It is insane, guys. So please make sure if you're interested in this sort of gameplay, make sure you go check out One More Trail. Currently, add it to your wish list on Steam, and make sure you keep up to date with any of the announcements or whatever's going on with it. But yeah, please make sure you go check them out. And as I said, all the links will be in the description below for any socials as well as their Steam to wishlist the game. Alright, so the next booth that we came across, well, this isn't in the exact order that we walked around, but the next booth that we went and stopped and had a chat with was one called Voices of Tomorrow. This one is in relation to being a voice actor. So obviously, if you can do voices and things like that, and you're interested in voice acting for a game or doing voiceovers, whatever, these guys are guys that you can talk to about doing some courses. So I'll read what it's got here. Dreaming of bringing characters to life with your voice? Here is a quick guide to get started. Read aloud, daily, practice daily, anything counts. Read accurately, master pronunciation, scripts are sacred. Listen actively, tune into speech rhythms, pace, and tone. Imitate, copy voices to understand sound creation. Breathe consciously, control your breath, control your voice. Act with emotion. Voice acting is more than just reading the words. Learn basic editing, getting familiar with recording software. Build a demo, compile your best recordings. Seek training, invest in coaching and improv. Voice acting is diverse, ads, audiobooks, games, and more. It's creative, rewarding work, and you'll never stop learning. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this. There we are. Not very well, unfortunately, because of obviously that. But there is a QR code there. I will have all the links again in the description below. So I'll read out what this says here. Interested in the voiceover industry and not sure where to start? Book a place in one of our voiceover for beginners or character voice workshops in March. Our next group workshop is in March with limited places available. See the bookings page for other options. If you can't handle or can't wait for the next workshop to learn more about your voice and the voiceover industry, you can book in for a one-on-one session in studio in Melbourne or via Zoom. If you're not in Melbourne, we can also connect you with a voiceover coach in Brisbane, Sydney, Adelaide, and Perth. So they're all over Australia. They've got a little video here which we can put on in a minute. What types of work do voiceover artists, also known as voice actors, do? Professional voices are not just heard on TV and radio. You'll find them in many places like online corporate video, video games, telephone message on services, on the tram, animations, and podcasts, to name a few. Well, we'll explore this as a part of the voiceover course delivered by industry professionals Cecilia Ramsdale and Andy Wells. You can read more about them on the About Us page. The voiceover for beginners 1 day workshop will equip you with the basic skills and knowledge needed to start out in a voiceover and work towards getting the most out of your voice, including understanding different voiceover genres and styles, learning techniques to get more control of your voice, working in a professional studio setting, tips for interpreting scripts, avenues to explore to gain experience working with your voice, how the voiceover industry works. So as you can see here, you go into a studio, have a microphone and script, everything like that you need, and that will teach you the fundamentals of doing what these guys do. Now obviously us as gamers can recognize some voices from different games, but obviously it depends on what game we are playing as to which person is voicing it. But let us check out this video here. This will have a bit more information in it for you guys.
The Voices of Tomorrow, voiceover for beginners workshop. Step up to the microphone and explore the world of voiceover in a professional studio environment.
Click or tap the banner below.
2 minutes could literally save you thousands.
Guided by experienced coaches, you'll learn some of the key skills to get started in voiceover. We do plenty of recording, and it's fun.
It's date night.
See, here we go again. Back in the voice booth, learning and doing voiceover. Just like me. The Voices of Tomorrow, voiceover for beginners workshop. See you at the next one.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is what these guys are all about. Let us see if we can find the About Us. See if I can find the two people that I was talking to this day. I don't think that was one of them. I know Andy was definitely there, I'm pretty sure. I had a lovely chat with him. Really nice guy. Explained everything. Had answers to all the questions that I was asking about it. Because obviously those who have seen my GTA roleplay stuff will know that I am interested in voices, because obviously I alter my voice in the GTA roleplay. So this would be something that I'd look into, but unfortunately the cost is a little high for me. But if you're interested in this, make sure you go check them out. They will definitely help you in getting more and further your knowledge into doing this, as well as various other things. So all the links will be in the description down below. Make sure you check them all out on socials, even on their website. Check out the information, and as they said, they've got two sessions coming up at the end of March. So if you're interested, book in to go check it out. Alright, so the next one that we saw at the TGX Expo this time, ladies and gentlemen, was a game called Power Network Tycoon. Now, they gave us this little keychain and stuff like that, so that was unexpected of them. Thank you again for that, guys, if you were watching. But the biggest thing that got me with this is the guy who did all the coding and did all the development of it. He is a power engineer by trade. So he used all his knowledge and fundamentals of the field to build this game for other people to play the game and things like that. That was the biggest thing that I found pretty cool about this. And then his wife also helps him with all the management behind the scenes and stuff like that. So these guys are doing really well so far. This it reminded me of, like, it has a few different games from what I saw involved in it. Like, it reminds me a little bit of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Like, there's all those Tycoon games out there, but this one by far is so close to realistic, it's not funny. But we have a video here for you guys to check out, so let us check it out. So that was Power Network Tycoon, ladies and gentlemen. That there is another trailer there. We won't check that one out, but if you are interested in or miss the nostalgia of these sorts of games, please make sure you go check out the add it to your wish list, and make sure you follow it for updates to find out when it goes live. It's currently in early access, and you can also it's currently available to buy through Steam for $18. Australian money, obviously. If you're overseas, it'll be a little bit different for you guys. The next one that I'm going to talk about, I unfortunately forgot to grab some stuff from him, but it went by the name of COOP, which is a new card game that's coming out, tabletop. Kind of reminds me of, very simple, very easy to get to understand and be able to play. You can play it with 2 people, you can play it with 4. Essentially what it was is you have a hatch card, and then a hatch card. You, to begin with, it's the first person who ate, or the last person who ate eggs, or the first person who ate eggs, or most recent person to eat eggs, or something like that. And unfortunately, this day, both me and the gentleman who created the game, hadn't eaten eggs for a while. So let me actually. I think I do have something here. Whether I grabbed it or not, I do not know. I thought I did grab something. Doesn't look like I did. Bugger. But yeah. So essentially, the game itself, you start off with a hatch card. You draw a card, and whoever has 6 eggs at the end of the game wins. So there are different cards throughout, like you got a farmer, you've got fox, you've got all different things to, like, around the eggs factor or chicken coop factor, into ways you can get the 6 eggs. You can also steal 6 eggs, or steal an egg from each player depending on what's happening and stuff like that. I recommend giving it a look into. He is currently still working on the beta of the card game, So give him a bit of time. He said it was alpha, sorry, not beta. So give it a bit of time, and hopefully we will see that game available for people to play. Hopefully soon. I can't remember what the guy's name was, hence why I thought I'd grab something, but it is unfortunate that I did not. But yeah, I recommend looking into the game known as COOP. It was a lot of fun to even just do that one round with the gentleman. Had a great chat with him. Amazing guy. So yeah, if I can find anything, all the links for that will be down in the description below as well. But unfortunately, at this point, there was nothing much available for him. So yeah, a shout out to that guy, and hopefully all the things work out. But I'm terribly sorry I forgot to grab something from you. If I find anything, I will add it to the video. Next thing we came across was, I'm pretty sure this was actually on the same guy's desk from the COOP game. But this is the school that he was a part of, which is called COLLARTS. This is the course guide for the Australian College of the Arts, and they do all the different things like design, fashion, games and animation, management, music and audio, film and theatre, writing and communication, and postgraduate. They have all different courses and stuff like that involved in designing, and all different arts programs that you can get into, so I recommend checking them out. They are in Melbourne at this point, but I believe they're going by the website here. It says that COLLARTS expands to Sydney campus. So, yeah, I recommend going to check them out. I'll see if they've got a video here, so you can see what they're all about. But it doesn't look like they've got one here, which is unfortunate. But there you go, you can see all the courses available for offer. If you want to check them out, again, the link will be down in the description below, or check out COLLARTS on Google and you will find the link for that. Alright, so this one hit. Alright, so the next thing we came across, the next booth, this one hit me really, really hard, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are a part of my community on Discord and things like that, know that I lost a family member, excuse me, a little while ago due to cancer. It was actually my grandmother who passed away. So seeing this hit me fairly heavy. These guys are doing an absolutely amazing job. This is a non-for-profit organization that is working with different groups to raise money for different types of cancer. And they sell cookies, which I ended up grabbing one of them before I left. Unfortunately, the guy ended up giving it to me, but any money that they raise for this, they send directly to that charity that they're raising the money for. Let's see if we can find some information that I can read out for you guys. Here we go. Originally a grassroots organization born out of a simple act of kindness by gamers in 2007, we believe in the power of a kind gesture and a delicious cookie to change the hearts and effect change. Today we are a team spanning across Australia and US, giving out cookies at gaming and pop culture events and raising funds for our charity partners. We work with health promotion charities, running pop-up events to provide cookies to convention attendees while collecting donations that fund life-saving health promotion initiatives by charities including Cure Cancer, the Cancer Council, Peter MacCallum Cancer Foundation, and the Black Dog Institute. Through the generosity of the gaming community, we've raised over $1.3 million. We harness the power of cookies to unite gamers and non-gamers alike through giving and baking. The Cookie Brigade is a registered charity with the Australian government and Australian charities and not-for-profit commissions. So they have a Discord community here. They also have a way to get in contact with them, the types of fundraising. Their sponsors are Bada Bing, Charlie's Fine Food Co., Palms Off Gaming, Grays. I'm not sure what that one is, and VR Distribution. How you can help: you can either sponsor an event, donation of some kind, corporate match. These guys were doing an absolutely incredible job the day that I came across them at TGX, sorry. But they have been to PAX and things like that as well. There are our fundraising numbers over $70,000 raised in 2024. They've also raised 1.3 million, 1.3 million, or 1.3 million or 1,000. I don't know what that is. Numbers are hard. Since 2017. All the links are on the website here if you want to jump over and follow them. Otherwise, all the links will be in the description below. They also ended up giving me a new patch for my jacket, which I will be adding that to my battle jacket to hopefully help raise some awareness for them. Again, these guys are doing an absolutely amazing job. So please, if you can, help these guys out or find any charity that is helping something like this out. Because as we all know, and as gamers who have been a part of that kind of community, people who have lived with someone or had a family member who has had cancer or whatever, it is not easy to do, and it's not easy to see that family member struggle through pain. My grandmother, just to give a bit of a backstory because of this topic, my grandmother had cancer twice. She said it was 3 times, but it was actually twice. She started off with breast cancer. She ended up having to have a mastectomy to take both of them, just to be on the safe side to make sure it wouldn't come back. It went away. She went into remission for a little while, and then a few years later, it came back in her spine, which she then had to have parts of her spine removed, which would eventually cause her to have trouble walking and stuff like that. And then on top of that, it went away again, and then she went back into remission, kind of, and then it came back in her spine, but it was in her bones. And then obviously a few years later, she ended up passing away 2 days after her birthday. So she fought hard, and I'm sorry for my swearing, but this kind of stuff is a hard thing to live with, especially if you don't have to have it to know. You can always have a family member that is suffering from it, and even if you're not suffering from it, because of that family member, you know what it's like to be a part of it. And so if you have anyone that's suffering from cancer or anything like that, be by their side, because then you don't want to regret not spending time with them if they do end up succumbing to the cancer. Cancer is a big thing, and it's a horrible and nasty thing. It doesn't care for age either. you can get, like, children nowadays suffer from cancer, different forms, and then obviously adults and old folks as well. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible disease. So from one gamer to another, cancer. Alright, so we're coming to the end of this video right now, ladies and gentlemen. One more game left to check out, and that was the last game that I saw at TGX, which was Bones, the Wandering Soul. I had a chance to talk with the designer of the game as well as the developer. Absolutely amazing people. If you haven't already, please make sure you check this game out. It is a lot of fun. This one is, as you can see there, Bones, the Wandering Soul. Now again, the link, this isn't working very well, this little poster. So I will put all the links in the description below for it. Excuse me. Make sure you wishlist this game if you are interested in it. I had a little chance to play it on a controller through the laptop that they had on the booth. It was a lot of fun and it was funny. I think I'm going to enjoy playing this myself. It reminded me so much of a few games, and just some of the stuff that goes on in it is absolutely hilarious. So I recommend checking it out. So let's go check out the little video here that they have. Or not. They've got photos at this point. So this is the town that the game is based in. You, depending on what version you get the chance to check out, you start off in the town, then you go down into the sewer and then back into the town, or you can go the other way around. Yes, he pulls his head off. That was very funny to watch, I'm not gonna lie. And then just the sneaking past certain things was very funny as well. He can hide in a trash can, which was a lot of fun. He pulls his legs off and uses them as the zip line, which is also funny to watch. He can pull his arm off, use it as a weapon. And then first off, you start off on the road with one of them, and then it's kind of like Frogger, how you got to get across the road. Doesn't look like they have a little video here. I thought they did. That's a shame. That's unfortunate. Let me see if I can find a video. There should be one here somewhere. Alright, well there's no video here. Alright. I'm going to try and find a little video here for you to see what this game is about. Alright, here we are. We found one. We're going to have to wait for the ad to finish, but we found a little video for you guys to check this game out. Alright. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bones, the Wandering Soul. I hope you enjoy the trailer. Started from the beginning, and let's go. there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is Bones, the Wandering Soul. Make sure you wishlist it on Steam. As I said before, all the links will be available down in the description below for this game, as well as all their social media. But yeah, make sure you go check it out. It was a lot of fun to play it, and the developer herself was a really nice lady, really really enjoyable to talk to, and we had a bit of a laugh about some of the parts of the game as well. There were a couple of bugs that weren't supposed to be in the game, but it was only the alpha that we were looking at, or the beta. So I recommend going to check it out, and if you are interested in this sort of thing, I do recommend checking it out. It's a funny game, and it's going to be a lot of fun, I reckon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in, checking the video out. I hope you enjoyed our little video of what we saw at TGX over the weekend. Make sure you go check out some of those games. Check out the description below for all the links and stuff like that for each one. Give them a follow. Make sure you keep up to date on different ones that are available down there. And if you enjoy any of the games that you saw here today, make sure you can jump on Steam, go wishlist them. Make sure you follow them to keep up to date with how they're doing and things like that. And also make sure you, as I said, check out their socials. All the links will be in the description below. But TGX, as I said, the expectation was that it was going to be as big as PAX, but obviously it was a lot smaller this time. But even though it was smaller, they are doing extremely well, and it was still a lot of fun and a lot of amazing stuff there. There will be a little bit of a slideshow at the end of the video, plus a couple of videos that we took of different things that were happening there. So please make sure you stick around for that, and I will see you all in the next one. Be safe, be well, raise hell within reason, and I'll see you all soon. Much love, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh. Do we go coding or do we go math? Coding? Well, that means that that's not a success. Sorry, I said greater than 17. I didn't say greater than or equal, did I? So, next, who's going to try and take out the fourth carriage? Greater than 17.
The happiest things I was able to do by visiting Nihon Falcon recently was to meet Ishikawa-san, one of the composers who's been at Nihon Falcon since the early days, and I was very happy to meet her.
And when you go away, you carry the inside. You can promise to